Hello. Today I'm going to demonstrate how to create a correct APA style reference page citation as well as an in-text citation. This is useful for completing phase 2 of the article critique project, in which you'll be required to produce an in-text citation as well as a reference page citation for your article. And also, this is useful really anytime you have to write an APA style research paper. So maybe if you have to write a paper for another class or an agency that you work for and the paper requires that you use APA style, this tutorial will help you do a perfect reference page citation as well as an in-text citation. So we'll walk through how to do that. To create the citations, I'm going to use Google Scholar. I like using Google Scholar because it's free and it's pretty easy to use, and the citations that you get from Google Scholar are correct most of the time, and may require some adjustment, but usually not much. A couple of caveats that I just want to mention before we get started. First, I'm aware that there are a lot of other citation creation programs and citation generators out there that you can use. Um, I would advise against using them, and I would point you towards Google Scholar for a couple of reasons. First, a lot of times the citations that those programs give you are not correct, and they're more problematic than the citations that you get from Google Scholar, and they'll require more adjustment. Um, so that can be a problem. Also, sometimes they'll require you to download a program onto your computer or in your browser, and there may be adware or malware bundled with that. So you want to avoid that, obviously. And then some also I've seen require you to pay a fee. And that's just a ripoff when you can do this in Google Scholar for free. So I would really just use Google Scholar for creating my citations and avoid anything, any of those other programs. The second thing that I just want to say quickly is that you always want to double check that the citation that you get from Google Scholar is correct. So you'll want to verify it with a source that has information about APA. I like to use Purdue OWL, and I'll provide some links to Purdue OWL in the comments section of this video. But I always verify with Purdue OWL that the citation is in fact correct. And this is also good because APA changes the rules every couple of years. So again, you want to make sure that you're in step with the latest rules on APA. So without further ado, I'll show you how to do the citation. So as you can see, I'm just at the Google Scholar homepage here. And I'm going to use the article that we've been using throughout the class, the Baker and Wolfer crime triangle article. And as you can see, it comes up here because I've looked for it before. So I'll just go ahead and click on it and locate the article in Google Scholar. And so you can see here it's at the top of the page. Now, to generate the citation, it's pretty simple. All I'm going to do is go to the cite link here, okay, and click on that, and then it provides the citations for you. And as you can see, we have several styles to choose from. So we have MLA, APA, which we're interested in, Chicago, Harvard, and Vancouver. So I'm just going to go ahead and hover over the APA citation and click on it with the left button on my mouse. Then I'm going to right click and I'm going to select copy, and this copies the citation to clipboard. And then you can open up any writing program or text editor that you like and just paste the citation. So I have Word already open here, and so I'm just going to right click and then paste the citation into Word. And let me enlarge the screen here a little bit so you can see it. But there is my APA style citation. So as you can see, we have the author's last names, we have the first initials, okay, which is APA compliant. We have the year that the article was published in 2003. We have the title here, The Crime Triangle, Alcohol, Drug Use, and Vandalism. And then we have the journal that it appeared in. And actually, this is a good example of an error because we can see that the word practice here, the P in practice is not capitalized, so we'll want to fix that. We have the journal volume number 4 in italics, which is APA compliant. We have the issue number 1, and then we have our pages. So again, the citation is mostly correct. I do know that we're going to want to capitalize this P, but otherwise the citation looks good. So again, just if we're not sure, we can verify with Purdue OWL. So here's the basic form of a citation. As you can see, author last name, initials, year, we've got the title, the journal, volume and issue number, and then the pages. And then here is an actual example of a citation. So again, always want to verify with Purdue OWL or another source that you trust that the citation is correct. Another thing that we'll want to do is get the DOI. So the DOI is available in some cases when there's an electronic version of the article. You always want to include the DOI if you can find it. So to find the DOI, we'll go back to the article here, and now we're actually going to click on the article. And here is the DOI right here. So what we'll do is we'll just copy and paste this. So right click and copy link location, and then we'll go back to our citation in Word, and we'll just paste, do a Control V to paste the DOI. And there you go. That's a perfect reference page citation in APA. That is correct. That's how you do it. So now I'm going to show you how to do an in-text citation. In-text citations are pretty easy. We'll review the rules real quick. I have them here again in Purdue OWL. So if we have an article by 2 or more authors, the citation is going to follow this format. Okay, so you'll list both the authors and then the year within parentheses. Okay, if you have a work by 3 or more authors, you're going to put et al. All right, so as you can see here in the example, Kernis et al. So to go back to our sample here, we only have 2 authors, so we're just going to go ahead and set it up like this: Baker and Wolfer, 2003. And that is our in-text citation. And if we were going to use this maybe in a sentence, we might say Baker and Wolfer. Whoops. Wolfer. There we go. Whoops. Assert that. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So there you go. That's pretty much all there is to it. So we have our APA reference page citation here. And then we have our in-text citations here. Okay, so that's pretty simple. Again, use Google Scholar to generate your reference page citation and to get the DOI and paste that. Always double check with a site that you trust, like Purdue OWL, to make sure that you're following the correct and most current rules about citations. And that's pretty much it. It's pretty self-explanatory. So just kind of follow these steps, and you should have a perfect reference page and in-text citation as I do here. So if you have any questions about this, please feel free to shoot me an email, and I would be happy to address them.